I'm Janice, a DreamPath, which is sort of like an empath, but more dreamier. If you've ever felt trapped in emotional ties, drained by a narcissistic relationship, or stuck in cycles of leaving and then coming back and then leaving, coming back, know this. You don't need years of therapy to begin healing. Your dreams, how you see them and process them, hold the key to radical transformation. At Gentle Healing Dreams, we guide you through reclaiming your boundaries, healing emotional wounds, and welcoming rewiring your nervous system, often faster than conventional therapy. Though I do have to add a disclaimer that I'm not offering medical or mental health advice in any way. Do therapy if you're called to do therapy. I just know that personally and with my clients, years of therapy did not nearly make the kind of progress in such a short amount of time. In this video, I'm going to show you how, using real dreams collected from people who survived and thrived after narcissistic relationships. So first, why do we seem to pick narcissists over and over? And how does dream work reveal it? Narcissists are often drawn to people who are empathic, gentle, generous, and open-hearted, because those qualities could make them easier to control. At Gentle Healing Dreams, we start by helping you demystify why you appear to have been chosen. And these reasons will show up in your dreams. Many dreams from people who have put up with narcissists show that they've had that tendency since birth, or are well trained to submit to this energy by about the age of 2. This is why the first step is usually to heal the birth wound. If you notice narcissists in your life and they are successful energy vampires sucking the life out of you, your boundaries are leaky, and you let other people charge themselves up with your energy. And don't let other people let you believe that you're just too sensitive and you simply need to toughen up. Sensitivity and empathy are gifts, and they can be used against you if you don't keep the proper boundaries on your gifts. If you have attracted narcissists or energy vampires now or in the past, and you haven't healed from what caused that attraction in the first place, like your birth wound, you're likely still carrying this energy and maybe still blaming the narcissist, even if they are long gone from your life. You could be attracting this energy to you currently without even realizing it. If you've worked on your birth wound and still feel that others are sucking you dry, then your next step is healing the emotional ties to them. I'll talk about both methods. You may need to do this simply because you've finally discovered how to not get into a relationship with another narcissist, but it doesn't mean that you're not attracting that type of energy in other places in your life. It's just a part of being human. We want to take what we think is the easy way to get rid of this pain, which is stuffing it down or cutting people out of our lives, but that doesn't take it away. It will resurface somewhere else. So recognizing this is the first step towards reclaiming your power, and sussing that out in dreams is what we at Gentle Healing Dreams are experts at. So when it comes to healing through dreams, how does our work work? A powerful first step that I do at Gentle Healing Dreams is to seed your dreams with powerful meditations that I created while channeling the birth wound. Then your dreams will surely show what we need to guide you through what is your current and past entanglement with a narcissist. In this way, you are playing a major role in your own healing as you begin to soft decode the unconscious messages your body and psyche are sending you. And this helps reveal patterns, energetic binding, and boundary breaches that you may not have consciously recognized otherwise. Let me show you what I mean. Here are a few dreams shared by people who have been in narcissist relationships and what they revealed. In one dream, the dreamer and the narcissist ex are living together, and he has a secret stash spot where the baseboard trim and part of the wall open up into a little cubby. Then, even more deeply, a second hidden cubby that leads into the next room on the other side of the wall. And the dreamer realized, I guess it's actually a different access point to the cubby. They felt the whole thing was kind of pointless and thought about breaking up. This dream showed hidden compartments of emotional manipulation, secret spaces where the narcissist kept control. The extra hidden cubby felt like a back door into their emotions and boundaries. Through dream work, we helped them see that wanting to leave was equivalent to self-compassion. In another dream, the dreamer is sleeping at home and the narcissist ex is over. They wake up to find a printer stacked on top of a dehumidifier, something that is very unusual. And then intimacy happens, but it's awkward and disconnected. They notice how small his penis is and how stunted the experience feels. Later, the ex tries to charm a visiting friend, dominating her with conversation, even though the dreamer had already asked him to leave. They finally burst out, "You have to leave." And that was their subconscious saying no more. The printer on top of the dehumidifier, the intimacy gone wrong, and his push towards the friend all symbolized invasion, discomfort, and boundary crossing. In another dream, this dreamer was at a party where the narcissist ex was present. They ignore him, avoiding eye contact. Later, people are making art with real community impact, and they're planning to install art in public spaces and distribute something special to passersby. This dream spoke to reclaiming their identity, their power. They are no longer just existing in the narcissist's orbit. They are part of community, part of creation, part of giving in their own right. That shift from victim to creator is one of the healing pillars we cultivate at Gentle Healing Dreams. In a different dream with a narcissist, they drive into a parking lot and he hits a friend with a car. The friend looks lifeless. The dreamer calls 911 and refuses to move him because what if his neck is broken? But the ex wants to help, but it's a crime scene. This reflects a heavy pattern of narcissists. They often create emotional accidents or crises, and then they expect you to fix it, to manage, to rescue. This dreamer is saying, I am not responsible for your destructive behavior. I am not the rescuer. And many other dreams that I looked at spilled over into areas of neglect, emotional abandonment, deception, fear, escape, and reclaiming self, often in surreal and symbolic ways. Dreams do speak in metaphors and idioms, emotion and energy, and often a literal event is shown, but in a way that is interpreted through the dreamer's own lens or belief patterns or programming. So why did I say that Gentle Healing Dreams offers what years of conventional therapy doesn't? Let me go deeper into that. Demystifying abuse. Your dreams will help you understand why the narcissist targeted you or you targeted them, how they manipulate you, and why your boundaries were eroded. And breaking the trauma bond by honoring how your body and subconscious responds through dreams or somatic sense, and by learning to set boundaries in your own energy field. It's not enough just to know that you need to set boundaries. Programming from such an early time in life does not respond to logic. This is a well-known fact in psychology. Dreams can reveal and help you rebuild your self-trust and identity. They show you who you really are underneath the pain, the abuse. We help you connect with you, reclaim your emotional grounding, and rebuild a sense of safety in your own body. And finally, showing you joy again. Can you think of the last time you truly felt joy? Do you even know what joy means? Narcissist abuse often dysregulates the nervous system, leaving you anxious, hypervigilant, emotionally drained. Through dream work and vital balance, nervous system energetic tools, we help you discover your re-regulation. And we work at your rhythm. And if you want or need traditional therapy, of course, do it. But at least do this work at the same time. Your subconscious plus your heart plus your dreams become a map, and we walk with you as guides until you no longer need the map. Something common that people say about why we entangle with narcissists is because we give off victim vibes. While that may feel harsh, it also reflects somewhat of a truth that many people with narcissist relationship backgrounds understand. Narcissists are drawn to vulnerability, empathy, and open-heartedness. I mean, in fact, aren't we all drawn to that? So we don't have to cut those things off of ourselves just because narcissists exist. We want to see those attributes as gifts. And we want to enhance them and make them what is most powerful about us. So at Gentle Healing Dreams, we don't shame that part of you. We don't ask you to cut that off. Instead, we honor it and help you transform it by starting at the 12 chakra birth wound transformation journey. We help you learn to hold that same sensitivity and empathy with strength and boundaries. What might your first steps be before or with Gentle Healing Dreams? Well, if you're watching this and thinking, yes, I want this healing, here are some simple steps that you can take today. Tell yourself you want to have a dream that reveals your challenges around boundaries or your birth wound. And then start writing out your dreams. And then notice when your body reacts to memories with tension, fear, shame, or numbness. That's where healing is waiting. And ground your nervous system. Deep breathing, walking, sensory connection to body, art, and creative expression. And then, of course, reach out. Connect with people who honor your worth, who support your healing, and who reflect safety and love. And finally, I invite you to join the healing with us here at Gentle Healing Dreams. If you've been wounded by a narcissist, a partner, an ex, a family member, even a friend, know this: you are not broken. The trauma did not define you, but it did create patterns. And these patterns can be healed. We offer sanctuary for your subconscious, a place where your dreams, your body, your emotions are honored, and where you can heal, reclaim, and rise again. If you resonate with this message, if you're ready to begin the gentle awakening within yourself, click subscribe, ring the bell, and join me on your birth journey at gentlehealingdreams.com/birth. Or if you're looking for the next step, the healing of the emotional ties, then look at gentlehealingdreams.com/healing ties. Me and my cadre of compassionate dream guides are there for you. Okay, if you've stuck with me so far, I want to give you a special bonus, and that is me sharing my personal narcissist dream that I had after doing my own healing. The particular healing that I used to seed this dream is called Womb to 2 Years, and it's even available on my YouTube page. I'll link to it in the description so that you too can heal that wound along with me. And I wanted to share this dream because it shows very clearly when healing from a narcissist pattern finally clicks. I called it the incredulous, audacious ex. And just for context, I did have some significant relationships with some narcissists. So in this dream, everything felt kind of dark and emotionally flat, the kind of places where old traumas like to hide in dreams. And it began with my kids' dad treating me terribly. And even though I was being hurt, nobody really seemed to notice. And I mean, that's what happens before healing. The pain is familiar, but it's invisible. But this time, something different happened. I snapped. I had had enough of being minimized and being poked at. Even though the physical harm was minimal, I made noise. I demanded attention. And people finally turned towards me and they confronted him and then they took him away. That shift, that moment of being heard, is what healing looks like in your dream. But the dream kept evolving. Now my ex transformed into another narcissist ex, and I immediately knew no more. So I started grabbing all my essentials, which is kind of like taking all of me, and I prepared to leave. And he was just attempting to charm me, to charm other people, but I wasn't having any of it. Every time he came around me, I could just feel how nasty his energy was. So real healing also sharpens discernment. Now in this last scene, we were circling together, but he now turned into my current husband. And you might be thinking, oh no, your current husband is basically replacing these narcissist exes. And you would be right to think that until you hear this part. The entire emotional field changed. He was holding me gently. He had his arm around me, and I was resting my head on his chest as we circled together. And basically, my guard softened. It's like I could finally feel safe to allow myself to love and to allow myself to receive love. And he asked me, do I still feel that way, agitated and hurt? And I said, no, I actually feel comforted. So in the dream, I realized that I had been reacting to the past that was still living within my nervous system, that still had me wound up. I hadn't been reacting to the man that was actually in front of me. This final moment was about recognizing when you stop attracting narcissists, real love arrives and it feels safe. And with that, thank you for being here and thank you for trusting your dreams.